All right, welcome everybody back to Draw 10 of the Werenich Golden Wrench Classic. We have on our featured sheet, we have Team Cochin against Team Fleming. I am Brandon Ellison. I am joined by Matt Merkel. Say hello, Matt.
Hello.
And just finished our last shot draws to determine hammer. It looks like Cochin has chosen hammer. Wayne Fleming is throwing red rocks. And we have just gotten underway in this draw. Some other action we have going on. Sheet A, we have Team Shen against Team Mansell. Sheet B, we have Team Sturmey against Team Sampson. And then over on Sheet D, we have Team Schuster against Team Smith. So lots of good curling action to come at you in this draw. End up with a couple of center guards there. Looks like Team Fleming is choosing to come around. It's quite the jerseys there for Team Fleming.
I say, regardless of the outcome of this game, I think Team Fleming definitely wins our Best Dressed award for the weekend.
Absolutely. I'm a little surprised, as they were in the last draw, that they didn't change up the pants. They've been it's been a mystery of
It's been a big story this
red,
week.
white, or black pants.
It's had a nice draw around the guard there, sitting just about mid-8 on pretty much the center line. It looks like Cochin's trying to follow them down here.
Sweepers both on it. Looks like it may need to go just a little.
Looks like they're going to be tight to that center guard, but just get it by.
A little tap there. Leaves the rock open. Looks like Fleming will attempt a hit and roll. Again, for you following along, we have live scoring for all of the sheets at chronozone.com, so you can follow along with all the sheets there. We will also be giving score updates as they come in. Nice little roll there.
And it looks like Cochin here is calling a tap on that red in the forefoot. Can't tell from this angle how much of that red you can see past that guard, but it should be enough for them.
Yeah, I would think they see at least a quarter, maybe a half of it. So we can keep it straight. A little kiss off that top one. They'll get in there, sit very, very close. Hard to tell who's second. But without hammer, it looks like Fleming will be content to just throw a guard. Looks like this rock may need to curl a little bit here.
It looks like the guard here is going to come into the house for them, but still sitting, covering about half of that yellow rock.
Interesting. Looks like Gochin is just going for a little hit and roll, get that red rock out of the way, and keep the yellow out of the way for his potentially for his next shot anyway. Very nice. Looks like just how he drew it up.
And it looks like Fleming is just going to opt to replace that guard.
We'll try and keep it a little higher this time.
Right.
Definitely a little tighter on line than the last one. Sweepers are off. Seems to be a little heavier than they asked.
So it looks like this one's going to go just a little deep as well. Make contact with that yellow from Team Cochin's last shot.
Yeah, they got a little tap though. It kind of came out just to. Looks like it's covering just enough of that yellow.
Up some shots for the Vice's second rock.
Yeah, don't want to wait too long there.
Right.
Get those guards. Fleming can get another guard or even another rock behind there. Maybe turn into a slight problem there. Okay, he gets a straight peel. Still left that red guard out there.
And it looks like Fleming's going to try and put that yellow guard back. Maybe a little deeper than the one that was just peeled, but...
Judging by the sweeper, seems to me maybe a little heavier than they wanted.
It does look like this one's going to slide into the house again.
It'll be okay though. Kind of push that red one out even a little more, and doesn't really create any real good angles.
Right.
Discussion. I think I saw a peel called. Just trying to open the front and kind of get some of these rocks out of the way.
Right. We are on, is this the Vice's second rock for Team Cochin? This is Brent Pierce in the hat.
Ooh, an old school lift technique. I don't see that too much anymore. Interesting little belly flop there.
Looks like they
definitely moved some stuff around.
And at the end, it looks like Fleming is still sitting shot rock, with Cochin sitting second and third.
Yeah, leaves Team Fleming a little vulnerable here. That one red rock in there. So he's thinking about a hit and roll. Can you get the yellow out and roll underneath that other yellow on the
say, judging by the ice, this might be about a board weight, control down hit. Something a little lower weight, try and get some movement with the shooter to the other side and try to sit two.
Pretty risky. Definitely want to make sure you get to the inside of that yellow rock, otherwise you'll kind of move, clear yours out of it, sitting on the back button back there.
Absolutely.
Oh, seems to be a little heavy. Switching over
Sweeping for curl at the end here.
Curl.
Looks like they are going to make it just inside, but
Oh,
they
but
are going to lose their rock.
Yeah,
That was
they
sitting
do.
shot.
Still sitting shot, but that rock is just wide open right there. Well, maybe from the right-hand hack, you probably can't see all of it.
Maybe not all of it, but it definitely seems like Cochin's looking at a potential hit here.
Yeah, I think you can definitely get to it, I believe. Super hold the line early. I think it's going to be awful close.
Tight to the guard, but they do get it by.
There you go, very nice.
Don't quite get the double with that red in the back 12.
Yes.
But that
Leaves them
does
sitting two though, so.
It looks like Fleming here is going to try and hit and roll, try and get that get a red rock under some cover here with their last shot of the end. Sweeper's just keeping an eye on it.
Oh, didn't quite get the roll there. It's going to leave it open. Coach will just have a nice little nose hit there for two. Looks like that'll do it. Right out the back. It looks like it's going to be 2 yellow there for Cochin, taking an early lead. right, starting the second end here. Coach's Rock just slips into the top 12. Looks like Fleming is calling for a corner guard.
Looks like that one's going to be a little high, just getting over the hog line.
Looks like the call was for a center guard there to protect that one on the 12-foot.
Looks like this one's going to be just a little deep. Going to tap their rock that was in the top of the rings. Now sitting just biting the top 4. It's like Fleming here calling for a hit and roll potentially, with a chance at a double.
Oh, looks like it's really curling. It's going to come all the way over to the other side of the, come across the face, catch the other side, and roll. Yep, roll out.
And coach in here calling for another center guard.
Yeah, always, definitely trying to help out. I think he's trying to boost his numbers for the weekend.
Maybe.
Alright, looks like team coaching is going to get their center guard there. Team Fleming now potentially looking to peel that guard.
Looks like this may need to curl a bit. Oh, he's going to just catch the back one. Kind of push it out behind. Push it out from behind the guard, I should say. A little deliberation here. They were either going for a tight guard, maybe even top 12, just to protect that one that got kind of pushed out there. Looks like that's going to be right where they... Oh, it's going to overcurl a little.
Looks like Fleming again is going to call the hit on that guard, try and get the double as well.
of jam there. Got rid of one, but pushed them into the house and kind of left a center guard up there. We have scores in from the first line on the other sheets. Over on sheet A, we have Team Shen with a steal of 1 over Team Manzel, so they're in the lead 1-0. On sheet B, we had a force. Samson scored 1. And then over on sheet D, Schuster took 2 with hammer over Team Smith.
And as a reminder, we do have live scoring for all our sheets available at curlingzone.com if you'd like to follow along with our other games.
We have, I believe, some type of guard here. We'll guard that one that's in the top 12. It's going to kind of leave that one in the 8th foot a little open, though. Fleming choosing to ignore that and just try a run back here. I'm trying to get a little curl there.
They are going to get both yellow stones moving. Looks like one of those is going to stick around in the house.
Yeah, we're just behind the tee line, so.
But it does appear to be in the open, at least for now. Team coaching, taking a look at the angles here, trying to figure out what they want to put up.
Yeah, lots of discussion here. A little surprising. It's a little early in the game. Yeah, you know, really. I think I would probably opt to just get another counter in there.
I'll say, without hammer, sitting 1 in the rings, Fleming does have second shot, sitting at the top 12. You know, another counter would definitely be helpful to Team Koshin. But it looks here like they might be trying to guard or maybe put something in the top of the rings.
Yeah, it appears that way. I mean, once our wish list is fulfilled, we'll be able to know for sure once we have all of our mic'd up players here. But in the meantime, we'll just we'll guess and then we'll see. We'll wait till the shot goes and then we'll see where it lands. Does appear to be a guard, though. Yeah, that'll bury that one that's sitting back there on the back of the floor.
Looks like Fleming is just going to opt to try and clear some guards here.
Get the one, kind of move the other one out, but leave that red there. I anticipate another guard here, based on the previous shot, but we'll see. Still more discussion. Yellow Rocket's definitely still open. are going for that same guard. Definitely needs to curl though. Does come in quite a bit at the end.
Looks like it's going to make contact with that red guard. We're going to try and roll the yellow over just a hair.
Covers a little bit, but I believe they can still see most of it. Not much discussion there, just clearly just going right for it.
I say Wayne Fleming clearly thinks they can see enough of shot rock to try and make some contact as he prepares to throw his first.
Seems to be a little heavy based on Sweeper's reaction there. He's going to be through. He's going to get pretty much just right on the nose. That will leave that open for coaching though. I think they were hoping for a little bit of an inside roll. Kind of get under those top guards.
Let's say an inside roll, get under the center guards, or get under that very high guard on the corner.
Yeah, that would have worked as well. Kind of a little outside roll.
But as it sits, it looks like that red rock is going to be pretty well exposed, and Team Coachin's going to try and play the same hit that Team Fleming just did.
Let's see if they can't get a little roll there. We'll get that roll underneath. It's going to make it much tougher for Team Fleming here.
Absolutely.
Looking at the angle run back there. Not a big port to go through. Does look like the shot he was trying to go for here. Not sure there's a whole lot else on the table.
I'd say after that roll on Coach's last shot, not a lot of good options here for Fleming. Looks like sweeping for Curl here.
Oh, looks like he's going to wreck on the top red there. Yeah,
So
that'll be a steal of one.
Steal of one for Cochin, make it a 3-0 game. All right, getting started with our third end here. Team coaching with the center guard. Looks like Fleming opting for the corner guard here.
By the book beginning of this end.
Looks like this one's going to be just about T-line and not quite under the guard there.
Now stick him out a little bit. Try to see at least half of it. Yeah.
Looks like Fleming's calling about a board weight hit here. Try and get that yellow rock out of there and roll the shooter out to the wings. This one's just over curling on them.
And touch the guard and push that. Interesting how many times that strategy really does work for the team without hammer. Because Fleming threw that corner guard, but they elected to just not use it and try and come through.
Luckily for Team Fleming, that center guard wasn't quite touching the center line, so the no-tick rule is not going to come into play here.
Yeah, you always got to be careful now with that new rule. Take a little extra ice to make sure you don't catch those center guards that are on the line.
And it looks like Cochin's going to get rid of that red rock.
Oh, he is.
They
However,
are going to lose one of their yellows.
that's a bit of an upgrade, though, even though they lost their yellow. Now they're in front of the T line instead of behind. So,
Say they're sitting in front of the T line, and they do still have that yellow rock out in the 8-foot, at least partially covered by that corner guard.
for the hit and kind of roll over there, I would imagine, behind the guard. Got a little roll, could have used a little more.
Say, looks from this angle like that red rock is still going to be open.
Quick call to go right at it, so. Hit a roll out of the rings. Alpha may like him to try and draw under that corner guard. Appears to be a little heavy. Oh, definitely heavy.
So it looks like this one's going to slide through. And coaching here looking to split the house. is going to sit just in front of the tee line for Cochin. Fleming looking to play the hit.
Let's see if he can get a little more roll than the last time and get under the, actually get all the way under the cover.
Sweeping for curl a bit here.
Definitely going to need to curl.
Looks like they
Oh,
just going to miss that yellow rock in the forefoot. So Cochin looking to guard that shot stone, just put the pressure on Fleming here.
getting up there in the top 12. It does look like it's going to cover that rock in the forefoot. It'll do its job. That's going to jam and roll right under the cover over there.
Cochin here seems to be looking at playing something either guard or top of the rings, just prevent Fleming from drawing down to that yellow rock sitting on the tee line. Like they're sweeping for curl here. Perhaps a bit for weight as well.
That looks like it's going to come in where they had the room. That definitely blocked the draw in.
And it looks like that yellow might just be biting the rings as well.
Also hard to tell from the angle. It looks like you may be able to see that yellow. It's just touching the forefoot there.
It does look like there may be enough of a port, and it looks like Fleming is looking at playing a hit here. sweeping for curl early.
When we catch that yellow and roll over the top and out.
So that does open it up, but I imagine coaching's going to just replace that guard.
Yeah, I'd say same shot that they just threw.
Yep.
To be a little heavy.
Looks like they're going to try and take that a little further back, but that is going to give Fleming something to draw down to try and take one.
That looks like that's what he's going for. He can even afford to be a little heavy. You have the backing there to.
Right.
That ice looks like he's looking to throw a hit, kind of right into the crotch there.
As long as they do hit between those two yellows, should be pretty easy to keep their shooter around. And they just need to move that yellow rock that's biting the button right now a couple inches to be able to sit shot.
For line.
So looks like this one is going to be pretty close. And they are going to get enough, so Fleming takes one in our third end. So we would like to take a moment now to thank our title sponsor for the 2023 Golden Wrench Classic, and that is The Lodge, Sasquatch Kitchen, here in Tempe, Arizona. Great place to grab a bite to eat, grab a drink, and if you're there this weekend, maybe see some great curlers. We would also like to take a moment to talk about some upcoming events here at the Coyotes Curling Club. We do have a tri-curling event coming up on February 4th with registration still available. So if you or anyone you know have been inspired by what you've seen this weekend to give curling a try, come on out. We do a public lesson. We'll get you out there on the ice. And who knows, this time next year we might see you playing in the Golden Wrench.
And as we start the third end, we have some updated scores for the rest of the sheets in action right now. On sheet A, Vancell took 2 with his hammer, so that is a 2-1 lead over Team Shen. On sheet B, we have Team Samson with a steal of 2 and is now up 3-0 in the third end over Sturmey. And then over on sheet D, it looks like Schuster stole 1 and also has a 3-0 lead over Team Smith.
starting our fourth end here. Team Fleming puts up the center guard. It looks like Cochin's going to opt to just come around. And so they'll be sitting just at the top of the 4 foot, right under that center guard. Fleming here going to try and put one at the top of the rings, just under that guard enough that Cochin can't chip it out to the outside.
It's like here. You can also go here, I guess, but we're just setting up like triples, whereas this, they have to get rid of 3 rocks to ever use that. What's that?
Looks like that one might be just a little bit heavy,
This should be good ice.
but it is going to make it around that yellow at the top 4.
That'll work. Kind of
Sit on the back of the button.
almost tucked all the way under there.
So Cochin going to try and follow them down, just sit on top of that red, cover the pin. And it looks like that yellow not quite frozen onto that red. Fleming taking a look. Looks like they're going to opt to try and probably draw down to this one. Maybe enough room there if they can get just to the inside of that yellow rock to try and move that out a bit. It looks like instead they're going to opt for something a little bit higher in the house.
I think you can still throw it hard, even if you roll out, it's fine. I'll swing. If you get down, it's fine too. Just line, just line. I'll swing. Close. It's close. You can probably get a little. Line, line. Whoa, okay. Look at this.
Looks like that one's going to curl just a hair more than they had planned. It does make contact with that rock at the top of the 4 foot.
Kind of shaping up as a mixed doubles end here.
A little bit, yeah. A lot of rocks in play. It looks like Cochin just going to opt to get rid of that center guard. Open things up.
Unfortunately, going to clear both of his rocks out of the house. There's 2.
And leaves the center guard right in front of those reds as well.
So that was less than ideal.
Definitely not the outcome Team Cochin was hoping for with that shot. Looks like this one might be a little on the heavy side.
That may come all the way down. Top 4, that'll work.
So it looks like that rock Team Fleming just threw is still open enough. Cochin going to try and play a hit, see if he can clear 2 of those reds out there. just getting it past their guard. They do clear one red, but leave the other sitting right on the pin. So looks like Fleming looking at, sounds like playing a hit here, try and roll over. Just get that yellow rock out of there, take away any chance of an angle run back.
Clear, roll the opposite way, but that's okay.
I'll say, it looks like that one may have curled a little more than they wanted to coming off of that center line, but it is still going to sit third shot, and that leaves Fleming sitting 3. After a little bit of discussion, looks like Coach in here is going to try and play a fairly lightweight hit and just get to that rock sitting on the pin. They just get it by that red rock in the top 8, but that is going to leave that yellow fully exposed. So Vice Jason Halleck getting ready to throw his second rock. Looks like they're trying to play a hit and roll, get that red rock under some cover.
Okay, they're still sitting 3 without hammer, so.
Looks like Koshin here might be trying to run back that center guard, take out that shot rock. If nothing else, gives them an opportunity to open it up. Not quite going to get the angle right to get that yellow into one of those reds, but that does open up the front of the house. And with the first skip stone, it looks like Fleming is going to opt to just replace that guard. Try and protect shot rock as they are sitting 3 without hammer. It's looking like that one might not curl quite enough for him. So that is going to leave that red rock in the mid-8 fairly open for Team Cochin to take a shot at. So that is going to make contact with that red shot rock. Got a little bit of a roll, but not quite enough to get fully undercover.
Yeah, Fleming will just come right at this and try and play for the force.
I say the way things are sitting now, Fleming doesn't necessarily need to keep their shooter here. As long as they make contact with that yellow rock and get it out at least past the mid-12, they should be in good position to hold Team Cochin to 1 here. It looks like they are going to make contact.
Sure, will stick around.
So Fleming is sitting 3, but all Cochin needs to do here is draw to the 8 foot to score 1.
And again, we have some updates on our other sheets here. It looks like Shen took 1, and they are now tied 2-2 with Mansell. Sturme with a score of 4 to take the lead 4-3 over Team Sampson, and then Schuster with another steal, a steal of 2 this time. They now hold a 5-0 lead over Team Smith.
And Sweeper's just keeping an eye on this one. And that will be good enough for 1 for Team Cochin. So that makes it a 4-1 game after 4 ends. right, starting off our fifth end here. Coaching going to come into the house, sit just about center line, right at the top of the button, top 4 foot.
So it appears, Matt, we have a question for you in our chat there. It says, if a skip of a curling team is like a captain on a hockey team, would you say Wayne Fleming is more a John Tavares or a Matt Sundin? He's contemplating the answer here.
We may have to
You know, I'm not entirely sure how to respond to that, folks.
we may have to have the person that's writing those questions come in and provide us with the answer.
Absolutely.
So it looks like Fleming going to play a board weight hit there. Doesn't quite get that yellow fully out of the rings.
Looks like, well, Matt does not have an answer. The question asker seems to, says they might go with a Dougie Gilmore there.
Of course it's Jane. And it looks like Fleming opting for the corner guard at this point.
Oh, it appears we have a final on sheet D. Looks like Schuster stole another 3. And we'll take that game over Team Smith 8-0. Be interesting to see with that game ending a little early if this sheet may end up tightening up with the open sheet next to him. Keep an eye on that. Very nice draw there, just sitting right in the top 4, right behind that center guard.
And it looks like Fleming is going to opt to get rid of the guard now.
That'll be sufficient.
And Cochin going to opt to replace that center guard.
Yeah, overcurled on him just a hair, I think, more than what they wanted, but enough to cover most of that rock back there. They still may be able to get to it, but he's contemplating.
Looks like Fleming Just going to try and clear some stuff up front, looks like. Sweepers are on it. Looks like they might make contact with that one in the back.
Cleared it.
Not
Cleared
quite.
it all. Folks are still sitting two. I'm imagining he will just try and put up another guard.
I say with Fleming having the hammer this end, I would assume so. I think Cochin just tries to protect that shot rock sitting at the just biting the top of the button.
Absolutely. If nothing else, at least you get. If Fleming has to clear another one, it's just one more rock spent. So
Absolutely.
he's ending up with quite the corner guard collection going on there. Sure, at some point he's hoping he has a chance to use those.
I say with how those corners are stacked up right now, getting the right angle to try and run one of those into the house might not be too simple.
No.
So Cochin again, they're opting for a fairly high center guard. And it looks like Fleming is preparing for, I believe, a run back. So Fleming does make the run back here. There is a bit of jam potential with that yellow rock sitting in the back 12. Oh. And
Nope.
it looks like Jason Halleck's going to come out of the hack. They're going to have a bit of a discussion about this shot.
I would say probably first time in curling that there's ever been a discrepancy between the thrower and the skip. That almost,
absolutely.
Almost
never
never
happened
That's
before.
unheard of. Unprecedented moment here.
Well, you know my rule. Have you heard my rule?
I have not heard your
If
rule.
you call from the hat to change the skip shot,
Oh yes, you better make it. Do not miss.
So it looks like they might have just adjusted the ice a hair there.
Yeah, it almost looks like they're going to try and come through the port there. There may be... It is tight.
We'll see what happens as Jason Halleck throws his first rock at the end. Sweepers on it for curl. Looks like
Oh,
they are
just
going to make
caught the
contact
corner.
with one of their corners.
It does open a little hole there. I feel like that hole is going to have a guard in it here in a moment.
I would imagine Cochin also sees that
He's gonna,
potential shot and is going to try and do something about it. Looks like he's going to opt to put another one in the rings.
Not a bad option here, starting to get a little late in the end.
I try and put some pressure on Team Fleming.
Even if you go just kind of top 12, just biting top 12, and you cover the one that's on the forefoot and make it difficult to get in there. I mean, still, has a draw over on the other side of the sheet there, but scoring area with that one in the top 4 almost biting the button's going to make it a little tough. It's a tight scoring area at this point. It's going to over curl.
So it is going to make contact with that center guard, but that is going to make a run back a little more difficult for Team Fleming. There might still be a port there.
It's still a little hole there. I think you throw something, maybe a little hack weight shot, hack the board. Maybe you can get in there.
It looks like that top center guard is still covering just enough of that shot rock at the top of the button that a full up weight hit here is not going to be a possibility. So as Fleming places the broom, it looks like we're going for more of a board weight, hack weight kind of hit. Sweeping hard for curl, it looks like. Are going to get past their corner guard this time. Make contact.
Oh, a little jam.
But it is
there in
going
the
to
back.
jam with that yellow in the back. So the good news for Team Fleming is that does get that yellow out from under those guards. But I imagine here that Cochin's going to try and draw another one in. Looks like this one's going to be pretty close to that center guard, but it is going to get by.
Yeah, nice shot there. Just right in the top four.
I say, it looks like pretty well covered by those guards. So a bit of discussion in the house as Team Fleming looks at how they can get to that yellow rock sitting at the top four and hopefully try and leave their shooter somewhere protected. We have Wayne Fleming with his first rock of the end.
Looks like that's going to need to curl.
Does get past the guard, make contact with that yellow.
It did hang on there for its second shot.
Say we have red sitting second shot in the back. That yellow might be a little more exposed now through that port. We'll see what Team Cochin opts to do with their last rock. Looks like we have a piece of equipment coming
Yeah.
across the sheet from over on sheet B.
Well, it was a brush head.
Thankfully happening while the
Interesting.
discussion was ongoing in the house and not while the shot was in play.
Is it a slow?
Yeah, that was interesting. You don't normally see too many brush heads go flying across the ice.
Well, at Worlds last year we did.
Looks like Koshin's going to opt to just draw another one in here.
Line's good.
Sweepers are on it for one.
Line's good. Line's good.
And on it a bit for weight too, it seems. But they are going to get it far enough to set second shot. So we can't quite tell from this camera angle just how much of that yellow rock at the top of the button Fleming can see. But there is definitely a port there, so they do have at least some options.
Yeah, while they discuss, we'll give you guys a quick update on the scores, which, by the way, are on curlingzone.com. It appears that Team Shen took 2 with Hammer and now has a 4-2 lead over Team Manziel. And Team Samson was forced to take 1, and that game is all tied up against Team Sturme in the 5th end.
So it looks like Fleming here is going to try and play through that port. I would imagine just a nose hit on that yellow. Looks like they're on it hard for line. And it is going
Just
to
gonna
clip
catch
the
the
guard.
guard.
So that will be a steal of 2 for Team Cochin
Steal of
in
2,
the
though.
5th end.
Make the score 6-1, Team Cochin.
Starting off our 6th end here, looks like Team Cochin going to opt to go into the house rather than playing a guard. Obviously with a 6-1 score right now, don't really need to play that hard for the steal. Just try and focus on not giving up a big end and letting Team Fleming back into this game. Fleming going to choose to ignore that rock sitting at the top 8 and just play the corner guard.
Yeah, being down, you gotta get those guards.
Looks like Coach and here are going to try and tap their yellow back just a bit. Put another one in the rings as well. It's going to get a little bit of separation between their two yellows. It looks like Fleming is going to take a chance here at playing the double. So we will clear both the yellows, but they do leave their reds sitting center line and fully open. Team Cochin opting to get rid of that red rock, leave their yellow in the open. It looks like Fleming going to try and play a hit and roll here. Get rid of that yellow rock and get a red rock under that corner guard they threw earlier. Like sweeping for curl just a bit here. Are going to make the hit, but it looks like the roll is going to be just a little too far. Not quite going to stick around in the rings.
Yeah, a bit of a miss there. You want the hit, but being down, you really just need to get rocks to stick around.
Absolutely, especially that's going to give Coach a chance to clear that guard out of there. The guard goes, as does the shooter, leaving an open sheet. That's going to make it very difficult here for Fleming.
Very difficult to score multiples with no rocks in play.
Indeed it is. This looks like Fleming here calling for a corner guard, I believe, on the other side.
Sweeper's on it early. Backed off a bit. Back on and off.
And it is going to be a fairly high corner guard. I would imagine Team Cochin just clears this out of there. Well, it seems at this point in this end, Team Fleming going to have to hope for a miss from Team Cochin in order to get anything going.
Yeah, it appears that way.
So they will get the red out of there, but they do leave the shooter.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is a guard. It's an extremely high guard.
I would say a fairly high guard. Not sure how useful it would be to protect against, say, a board weight or hack weight hit, so it looks like Fleming going to opt to put a guard up on the other side instead.
It is a draw penalty here, so it kind of blocks the other team from coming into it.
Yeah,
At least on
absolutely.
that side. It seems like they've all been coming in on that side for their draws to the bottom.
It looks like somebody's opting for a guard on the other side. Oh, coming into the house.
So it looks like there's some discussion.
I mean, you do have a rock there. You might as well use it.
Well, this is, I believe, the Vice's second rock of the end. Sorry, Vice's first rock of the end. So Fleming is ultimately going to decide to try and go under that high corner guard. I'll say this late in the end, rocks in play, you got to try and use them if you want to be able to set yourself up to score multiple.
Yeah, a little deeper than they were going for, but rock is in play.
Rock is in play, and it does appear to be covered by that guard. Again, though, it is a very high guard, so there is still an option to come around and either sit on top of that red or potentially even take it out.
We have a score update on sheet A. It appears Team Manziel scored 4 with the hammer. That gives them a 6-4 lead over Team Shen in the 6th end. Still waiting on an update on sheet B.
So they are going to make contact with that red rock, but not enough to move it out of there. So this might give Fleming the opening they need. Looks like Fleming opting to split the house here. Just want to make sure you get this red rock here deep enough that there's no easy double for team coach and give you a chance to still get your 2. So that is going to be a little bit higher than Team Fleming wanted. Coach, and looking at the open hit, there might be the angle there to get the double, get both those reds out of there. A little hard to tell from our vantage point here in the booth.
Yeah, I'd say up 6-1, he'd be more than happy just to clear at least one of them.
Right. So Coach makes the nose hit there, sticks the shooter.
Yeah, it looks like they'll try and come around that rock.
Sweeper's on it just a bit, looks like for weight. Coming off. So that will leave Fleming sitting 2. As Team Koshin gets ready to throw their last rock of the end. Looks like with where that red is sitting, the angle for that double might be a little better this time. Team Koshin certainly taking a look at it. But of course, with a 6-1 score, as long as they get one of those reds out of there, I think they'll be happy.
Absolutely.
So they will make contact, but they do leave their shooter out in the open. Fleming has a chance here to hit and stick for 2. Sweeping curl just a bit. Looks like they will make the hit and stick for 2. So that makes it a 3-6 game after 6 ends. So, as we get ready to start our next end, we do want to take a brief moment to talk about some of our upcoming events here at the Coyotes Curling Club. Again, if you're just itching to get out there on the ice and try curling after what you've seen this weekend, we do have 2 public Learn to Curls coming up on February 4th and March 11th. This will be a 1-day lesson. You come out, we'll teach you how to throw, get you out on the ice. And once you've done that, if you're interested in getting more involved and preparing for your turn playing in the Golden Wrench next year, we do have an Intro to Curling session starting on February 25th. So that's a 5-week league. You come out, we give you some personalized coaching from some of our experienced club members, including several of our players this weekend in the Golden Wrench. So starting off the 7th end, Fleming has put up a somewhat high center guard. Looks like Cochin's just going to come around. Sweeper's working hard to get that one to the rings, and it will get as far as it looks about mid-8.
So Matt, the no-tick rule is in effect here. So have you seen any of that come into play? in any of the draws that you've been in or have been watching?
So we've definitely seen the no-tick rule come into play a few times. You know, teams want to play really tight to those center guards, but if things overcurl just a hair, you can end up losing a rock, and that can come back to bite you in an end.
Gotcha.
And I definitely don't speak from personal experience this weekend. It looks like Fleming going to come around, just try and sit on top of that yellow rock in the 8-foot. A little bit of separation still. It looks like Koshin might be trying to put one on top of that red, try and set something up for the next shot and help get that red out of there. In the meantime, we do have another score update from one of our other sheets. On sheet B, Team Sturmey took 3 with hammer and is now up 7-4 over Team Sampson in the 6th end. Team Koshin with an excellent shot there, exactly what they called. And it looks like Koshin here are going to opt to just clear up the center. And they will get that top guard out of there. Fleming taking a look. And it looks like we have Jason Howlett coming down the ice for a bit of discussion. Either trying to play a guard here or potentially take a chance, run into that pile and try and get that yellow rock out of there and make red sit shot. Can't quite tell from the broom placement here if they're opting for the guard, or it looks like they might have been trying to draw around that pile.
Maybe coming in for a tap, trying to free that red up. It was a little hard to tell. There were a few shots that seemed to have been discussed there.
The sweepers on it hard. Looks like this one might be a little bit lighter than they anticipated. So that does change the angles a bit in that stack of rocks at the top of the rings. Koshin is still sitting 1 at the moment, with Fleming sitting second shot. looks like they're going to peel the other guard. Fleming pausing to take a look at the angles here. And it looks like he is considering playing that red into yellow. Judging by the broom here, I think we're just playing a fairly lightweight tap.
So the angles do not look good, though.
And I think they might just be trying to change those angles up a bit here. Try and set something up for their next shot. This looks like that is going to curl just a hair more than they wanted. So that does change the angles up a bit. But I'm not sure Fleming still has the angle they want here. It looks like there will be some discussion among team coaching. Say with this many rocks in play, things could change very quickly this end, but Cochin is sitting shot right now. They seem to be taking a look at that red on the center line, trying to figure out if they can in any way get that red out of there without running it into one of their yellows. So that's going to move a couple rocks out of play, and it does move that red rock back behind the tee line, just outside of the 4 foot. Fleming here looking just to draw down to that shot rock. In the meantime, we do have another score update from Sheet A, where Team Mansell stole one to give them a 7-4 lead over Team Shen after 6 ends. Looks like this one's going to overcurl just a hair for Team Fleming. Makes contact with that top yellow. Coach in here calling the hit and roll, try and take that red out and put their shooter on about the back 4, hopefully underneath that cover on the center line. And they do get the roll. Although that yellow rock is deep enough, it looks like Fleming's going to try and draw down, sit on top of it, and that should be enough for them to sit shot. Sweeping hard for line on this one. Looks like it is just going to make it past that top yellow, but not quite going to sit on that back yellow like they had hoped. So that does leave Team Cochin sitting shot at the top 4 foot. And that red rock in the back is fully exposed. Looks like Team Cochin instead going to opt to just put something in the top of the rings, take away that draw path. That one is going to come up a little bit lighter than what they had called, but it still gets the job done. Takes away that draw path from Team Fleming. It looks like Team Fleming is going to opt for the draw on the other side. They are down 3 here in the 7th end, getting ready to throw their last rock in the end. Have to imagine they really want to try and get the steal here in order to keep themselves in this game. And it looks like they're sweeping for curl, try and get this one into that 4 foot. But it's going to have just a bit too much weight, slide through, So that leaves Cochin sitting 1, maybe 2, and it looks like that's going to do it. So that makes our final score in our feature game 6-3. Both of these teams will be back in action later today. Team Cochin playing Team Siggins in the next draw at 2 o'clock local time, and Team Fleming back on the ice at 5 o'clock to play Team Smith. So with our feature game concluded, in the meantime, we'll take you to the remaining action on Sheet B in our game, Team Sturmey against Team Samson. Alright, so we're now looking in on Sheet B after the conclusion of our feature game featuring Team Cochin and Team Fleming. This is Team Sturmey taking on Team Samson. Sturmey with the Yellow Rocks leads 7-5, and this is the 7th end. Looks like Sturmey here just going to opt to clear some center guard. Open things up a bit for the next shot. Looks like sweepers are on it, just trying to get it across the hog line. And doesn't quite look like it's going to make it. So that does leave Sturmey sitting 2, and Sturmey does have hammer this end up 2. Looks like Sturmey just wanting to clear that red rock out of the top 12, try and roll the shooter over to the wing. They will make the hit, but the roll's going to go a little bit further, and that does roll out. Looks like Samson's got both sweepers on it hard. Gonna get it just over the hog line this time, it looks like. And it looks like Team Sturmey going to opt to peel that guard, just keep things open. They are up 2 with hammer in this 7th end, so just keeping their options open, try and avoid any situation that could allow Samson to get the steal. Looks like Samson here opting to draw one into the rings. But that one's going to make contact with the guard instead. And Sturmey once again going to opt to clear that guard out of there. And this will be Skip Ethan Sampson's first rock of the end. Meanwhile, we don't have an exact score update for you, but it looks like we did just have handshakes on A, where Team Manzel was leading Team Shen. Samson going to make contact with that top yellow, and it looks like they are going to push it just far enough that I do believe that red is sitting second shot now. Team Sturmey taking a look at the angles here. It looks like Sturmey going to opt to just peel that guard. Again, they do have hammer this end, so just keeping things open will work to their advantage here. So to update on Sheet A, it looks like Mansell took 2 in that 7th end for a final score of 9-4 over Team Shen. Team Samson getting ready to throw their last rock here in the 7th end. So that tap won't be quite enough for red to sit shot. And it looks like Sturmey just going to opt for the draw here. And Team Sturmey with their final shot. Have both sweepers on it. Looks like this one might be a little bit light, might be over curling a hair. So Sturmey will still take 1 this end, which will make it an 8-5 game, and it looks like that'll do it. So the final score here on Sheet B, Team Sturmey 8, Team Samson 5. That will conclude draw number 10 of our 2023 Ed Werenich Golden Wrench Classic. Team Samson will be right back on the ice in draw 11 as part of our feature game where they'll take on Team LeClaire. That next draw starts at 2 o'clock local time. But in the meantime, that gives you time to check out our title sponsor, The Lodge, Sasquatch Kitchen. So why not head over, grab a bite to eat, something to wash it down with, and we hope to see you all back here in just under an hour for our next draw. Thank you, and that's all we have.
Bye.